In this vlog from the opening weekend of Tivoli Gardens Christmas event, we'll be reviewing and taking you along on the park's major attractions, including an incredibly special heritage roller coaster. We'll also be basking in the lights, decorations and magic that this Christmas event offers to all its guests in Copenhagen. Feel free to use the video chapters to find the segments that most interest you, and with that being said, hold on to your hats and glasses, because this is the wildest ride in the wilderness. Yeehaw!
Morning. So we've ordered our kids' breakfast. We're not putting this in the vlog.
So that was us at Giraffe World Kitchen. Here's my full English I had. We flew from Terminal 5 at Heathrow. It was about an hour and a half flight with BA to Copenhagen. Once we arrived, there was these ticket kiosks. We spent about 10 quid to get a 24-hour pass, which would get us on as many metros as we wanted in that time frame.
A brisk chill rolls in from the east. Also the woman on hospital ordered breakfast.
Amazing. We decided to drop one of our bags off at the hotel as it was only 3 stops away from the airport, which was ideal. Word on the metro in general, it's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, which was completely ideal for our midnight close at Tivoli on this day. We had some McDonald's when we got into town as we were very hungry at this point. And then we had a walk along this harbour side, this very famous, all these painted buildings, which you always see on sort of any promotional marketing for Copenhagen. Very pretty. Theming. And had some lovely Christmas decorations and extra market stalls around, which was great. So then we continued walking through the city. We found this underground bunker, which would have been an air raid shelter in the Second World War. It was a bit creepy in there, actually. And then we found this nice little church by the water and made it to the Little Mermaid statue, which I was really happy I saw, because as I say later in the video, I'm a big fan of the Little Mermaid. I actually did my master's dissertation on the Disney version of the story.
As you can tell by the moment's camera, I've got some thoughts. One, Copenhagen is a lovely city. Town, city, is it city? City. Sorry, know-it-all.
From there, we made our way to Tivoli Gardens itself by taking the metro to Copenhagen Central Station. You then walk through the central station itself, come out the other side, and Tivoli Gardens is right in front of you. We've found Tivoli at Rutschebanen.
Amazing.
Hello, and welcome to Tivoli Gardens, Copenhagen's signature theme park. There's one over here called Bakken, which we will not be getting this trip as it's not open for Christmas. Tivoli Gardens has one of the oldest roller coasters in the world, the Rutschebanen, right next to us, and it has a B&M. I want to say it's maybe flawless. Do you know, Archie? Is it flawless or not flawless?
Ooh, I think it is.
Well, we'll find out in this vlog. So we'll both learn together if it's a B&M flawless or if it's got a flaw. I think we'll start on the Rutschebanen, this old roller coaster, but very excited to be here, as it's a heritage theme park which inspired Walt Disney when he was creating Disneyland. Fun fact for everyone.
By some miracle, it's on 3 trains.
That's special.
That's special.
On-ride brakeman, special. This is a very smooth hill. Special. Theming. Special. Oh, I got some great laterals. She has every right to scream, it's scary. Oh, it just keeps going. Woohoo! Woohoo! Oh, that is bumpy. Whoa! Oh my! Oh! Hattles! We rode the Rutschebanen, and my god, that was a lot of fun. That's my ride to a T. Airtime hills galore, smooth cable lift hill, in the dark, lots of laterals bumping into each other, good family fun. They knew what they were doing when they built that. Archie, any thoughts? Hang on, please hold. Please hold for Archie. Archie, any thoughts?
No, yeah, I agree. It was very fun and very smooth, right, a lot smoother than I thought it would be.
Yes.
Love that lift hill. Goodness.
Yeah, we couldn't believe that. We're off camera because I thought I'll film when I get towards the top of the lift hill. We both hit the lift hill from a little sort of drop, laterals in the dark, and we were like, smooth. We both said at the same time. We couldn't believe it for an old ride, how smooth that lift hill was.
I mean, if Max includes the footage, you could hear me on the lift hill going, 13 lift hill.
Yeah, that was how smooth it was. It was like an Intamin, what is it? Freefall, multi-dimensional coaster. But anyway, forget about 13. We're in Copenhagen now, Denmark. And it's the Christmas season. It's the first weekend of their Christmas market opening up. Their main season, I think, finished last month or a few weeks ago. They've been closed for the last few weekends to change to Christmas time. And today is the second day of its Christmas operational season. So come along, see the decorations with us, ride the rides, and find out for yourself if you'd like to come while the Christmas season is still going on for the next month or so. We have confirmation, it is a flawless B&M.
I've never done a flawless.
Have you not?
Apart from a dive.
I have. I've done the Superman at Parquet Warner Brothers, and I remember loving it. So very excited to ride this. This is that kind of iconic Tivoli attraction, which you always see in all the advertisements. And this, is it a pagode? Is that what it's called? This pagoda structure? Pagode. Is what you see all the time when you see people posting on it, about it online. I think you get a nice shot from the other side of it, so we will definitely show you that later when all the twinkly Christmas lights are on. We've got park hours until midnight tonight. This place opened at 11. We've got here at midday after doing some sightseeing, as you would have just seen in the B-roll. Crazy park hours, crazy good. Let's ride Daemon. Archie, your thoughts on Daemon?
It was quite fun. It's very compact. The big drop is quite fun. We had a second to back row ride, and it's alright. It's not groundbreaking, but it's fun.
I agree with all the above. I will say, I think it was actually very whippy. Because it's so small, we were both quite surprised at how small it is, low to the ground. She was really flying around some of those transitions. I'm going to say it, but you guys know I'm actually a bit of a loser when it comes to how much intensity I can hack, but I was growing out on that second back row. I genuinely thought, my goodness, that's an S&S. That's the sound of an...
Shan't be doing that.
Of an S&S shock.
Shan't be doing that.
Shock or drop.
Shan't be doing that.
Blimey! Yeah, no, very whippy, a lot of good fun. Yeah, no notes there, just a good fun little small, admittedly small, compact little B&M. So this is a flat ride which has two different types of gondolas on it. It says, are you in the right queue? So on the left is the family one, which doesn't spin around, and on the right's the spinning one. Archie has convinced me to spin. So we have a flat ride enthusiast with us today. So he will be dragging us on.
I am flat ride enthusiast.
Also, while we have a moment, you get these wristbands. It was 40 quid for entry and a wristband. You can just get entry without the wristband, and then you tap it on these scanners at the ride. Unfortunately, the flat ride we wanted to do was temporarily closed when we got there, had a breakdown. It's now doing this god-awful contraption. So we ended up riding both flat rides. First we did the horrible pandemonium-esque ride which used to be at Drayton Manor, but this one wasn't inverting. I actually quite liked that one in the end, which I didn't think I would, because it was more like a magic carpet like Quantum, but on steroids. We did have a kid who looked like he was, and you look opposite the people sitting opposite you, right? You look them in the eye while you're riding. We did have a kid who looked like he could throw up at any moment, which both added to the thrill and the fear. I was incredibly on edge for the second half of the ride. I was like, is he loving it or is he about to chun everywhere? So that was spooky. Then we went on the other flat ride, which we were going to do, which then broke down. That was one of the weirdest, scariest rides we've ever done. We think we're getting far too old for that. Well, actually, you seem to hate it more than me.
So off-ride, it looks fine, quite tame, because it's just one of those spin. I don't know what the model is called, but
no, neither do I.
But the thrill side is where you basically are facing outwards, as if it were a gyro swing.
I'll be inserting shots now while Archie talks.
No. No, I've genuinely never felt more unsafe than I've been on the Starfighter Winter Wonderland.
And that is a place to feel unsafe. Yeah, it felt like a sizzler in the air is how I describe it. And we were the only ones up there, so it was just me and as in on our gondola. It just felt like all you could really hear was the ride like make weird creaking sounds as we would like do as I said, the sizzler motion of moving sort of from one side and being forced into the other. Played with my hair, the old forces on that one. Yeah, it just was very on edge, and the cycle just kept going and going. We were on there for a good 5 minutes. So
also, it doesn't help that you've got an audience of pedestrians.
Yeah, everyone watching our the fear in our eyes. So yeah, I think we're getting a little too old for those types of flats, but was unique. A bit of me says I enjoyed it because I got back on safe ground, but I think that's just the relief instinct, the survivor's instinct of I'm alive. Also, disclaimer, would like to say, we know these rides are safe, we know they get serviced, but it doesn't change the fact that when you're on there, we just feel, you know, you're up there going, this doesn't feel right. Man should not be flying this fast through the skies. We have legs for a reason, not wings. Here's the Starflyer, which is another sort of, I don't know, 50 foot higher than the flat ride we just did. So I think we're probably going to give that a miss, as we're already seem to be on edge, like we've got, a fear of heights is suddenly instilled in us. This here is Tik Tak, which is a, what is it, inverting breakdance, something like that. Basically, it's like your classic flat ride which spins in this direction, but you go upside down while it's happening. Well, I don't know if I'll be riding that one either, but we'll send Archie on and get his thoughts, as he is a flat ride enthusiast. Usually, as I said, we just had a freaky moment on that last flat ride. Going to try whatever this is, I guess. I have no idea. We've got a Mack powered coaster. I don't know if this is the queue for that. Oh, it is the queue for that. And then there you've got an air race as well, a Zamperla air race. Very pretty park, very quaint, very cute. Enjoying ourselves so far.
Amazing.
Phones must remain in your pocket during the entire ride. Have fun.
We just did the Mack powered coaster. That was a lot of fun actually. Relatively new, I think it's only 2 or 3 years old. Very smooth, silky smooth. We were in the front row and it had a little map on the front row carriage which was saying like your intergalactic flight path, which I don't think it has in the other rows. So we had the full experience. Amazing. It's a shooting dark ride, boat ride.
Really annoying.
Special. They drop, hold on tight. Whoa! Hold on tight, guys. Oh! Yes! Turntable! Woohoo! Let's hope these water sprays turn off, otherwise that's the end of my camera. Dragon!
Amazing.
Special. Amazing. When's that big intense drop we can hear coming? No, it's the Rutschebanen. This dark ride is built underneath the Rutschebanen, so good use of space. We've seen that throughout the park. They're really, yeah, very clever about the way they're stacking their rides on top of one another to be space efficient. That was actually a cute little dark ride. We thought it was just going to be like a Wild West style shooter, but it had these moles who were like washing a dragon, which was very quaint and original. What did you think?
It's original. Yeah, it was quite good.
Well, that was a sweet little dark ride actually. I would do that again. They've got a ice skating ring set up with a big tree for the season. If you fancy owning your own SPF Visa drop tower. Special.
I think it'll get really busy.
You're right, it will get busy. We might go for an early dinner at Wagamama's. But yeah, interesting, they've got a Joe and the Juice and a Wagamama's, like it's a shopping mall in here. Right, apologies we didn't speak to you properly for a while. We did this dark ride, just there.
Then Flyvende.
Fantastic pronunciation as ever from Archie, our resident bilinguist, trilinguist, all the linguist.
What are we in?
Yep, Denmark, Danish.
We are in Danish.
We are in Danish. That was actually really good. It was an Omni mover. I didn't know if I was allowed to film on there. There was a sign just as the ride starting which said video in it, but in Danish. No English telling you what it meant, so I presumed it meant maybe no video, and I didn't want to risk breaking the rules. But that was a really quaint, lovely dark ride. It went through all the Hans Christian Andersen fairy tales. Was incredibly sweet. Definitely want to do that again later, but the queue is now rammed. We've just been in Wagamama's for the last hour or so because we wanted a nice long sit down. And now we've come out and the park is heaving. Clearly it's a staple for the locals and tourists here. Tivoli Garden Christmas. Special. Right, we've just been taking photos here on this bridge, but this is that kind of iconic shot. For some reason the lights aren't on the track. There are lights which famously follow the whole track layout. For some reason they're not on yet. I don't know if that's because they're doing some work on the queue line there, so maybe they're doing lights on the work on the lights as well, but very beautiful. Hello?
You caught me adjusting my shawl.
Apologies, you caught me adjusting my shawl. How embarrassing. They've got some beautiful trees here as well with these lights in them. Gorgeous. Merry Christmas. Yes.
I've taken over Archie Cam to explain my distaste for wherever it is. Oh, Fatty Morgs. What a horrendous.
Oh, did you want my thoughts?
No, it's just awful.
Yeah, we thought it'd be safer on the family side because you're in the
Which
cage,
is the sit down little cage
there's actually something beneath you instead of it being flawless, but that was just as intense and scary.
Awful.
Some kid got off at the end and was like, at first it was scary, but then it was really fun. I was like, no.
It was never fun.
It was never fun. But you would have this moment where suddenly you'd go, actually maybe this is okay.
You open your eyes,
But I will say this, amazing views across the park, really stunning with all the lights on for this Christmas event. Looked amazing. Just a shame that my heart was going a little too quickly to fully enjoy it, but yeah, I don't know. If you're a brave one, you'll enjoy it, but I don't know if Archie already said it, but it is the one ride in the world which is scarier than it looks. Most flat rides, you get on them, you're like, oh, that wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. Well, that one that's really scary, even though it looks like it's just a family fun ride. So they've got an aquarium here inside this beautiful... I'll tell you what, the architecture of this building is very pretty as well.
It doesn't really give aquarium on the outside.
No, it really didn't. But let's have a look. We think this might be the only tank. Oh, is that an eel? Oh my goodness.
An eel, like out.
Yeah, I've never seen an eel swimming around. Whoa.
It took them like 100 years to figure out how eels mated.
How do eels mate?
Are we allowed to say on the
We'll
vlog?
go to like the Bermuda Triangle or something for a bit and then release.
Brilliant. We'll see how that ends up in the
not
edit.
going in the
We'll see. We'll see how I have to edit that. Yeah, we think this is the only exhibit. We think it's usually a theatre because there's lots of letters, which I think is like ABC. You go upstairs, and this is the theatre maybe. But yeah, no show on tonight by the looks of it. Just this tank. We thought this little vintage car ride is just for kids. We said we wanted to do it, but there's like they're very small cars and kids going around. But we did just see an adult. This is very good news, as we love a vintage car ride.
It's good news.
There's the Rutschebanen. That wooden roller coaster we rode at the start. We got some more facts about it. I think Archie said it was 1912 or 1914. 1914. World War I was beginning the year that ride opened to the general public, which is insane that it's now, what, 111 years old. And was the inspiration for the Matterhorn Bobsleigh at Disneyland, California. Walt took inspiration to then go on to build the first conventional, as we know it, steel coaster from that. Amazing, amazing. It's hard for me to tell exactly what is Christmas market and what is here all round. I would assume these are definitely Christmas market little hooses.
Chalet.
Chalet. Chalet. Yeah, I would assume these are just ones they made, but I will say they're very high quality little chalets, aren't they? Because usually, usually it's just sort of B&Q the land when you go to the ones in Britain. They're just sort of that standard brown colour, but they painted them up nice, put wreaths and garlands on the top of the roof, so looks very nice. Yeah, we've just walked past a few fancy restaurants. This looks very classy. Or maybe this is saying it's actually just a cafe, maybe this one, not sure. Or a cafe and bar, where we walked through a very nice restaurant in that building. But alas, we have had our waggers. And probably for the best, as these do look very expensive. It's expensive to eat in Denmark in general, as everyone always says, so I think eating at one of these fancy restaurants is maybe not in the cards for us tonight. Maybe next time we come. In fairness, I think this is just a cafe, so maybe that one is more affordable. Maybe that's more coffees and cakes, but the other restaurant we just walked past in this sort of area looked very fancy, sort of very silver service dining. We're just finding a new area of the park. We're trying to find the actual entrance of the park itself, so we didn't get to go through the iconic arches this morning. You get nice and close to this big boy. Those are beautiful lights they put in those trees. Great lighting package. Amazing.
Amazing.
We're still trying to find the entrance to the park because Archie would like to find a gift shop because he saw a water bottle online before we came here which he'd like the look of. But alas, we're having not much luck so far to find the main entrance. So we will keep exploring, but it's very pretty just walking around right now. So we're having a very Christmassy, magical time anyway in the hunt for the entrance to the park. Don't worry, by the way, still more vlogging. We're not leaving just because we're going to the entrance. We're plenty more night rides to come, open till midnight, as I said earlier. Amazing.
Amazing. You're amazing, Carly.
This looks a little Christmassy, whatever Jolmandens Hus means. Presumably something house. I don't know if it's Santa Claus's house. There's a huge queue. My guess would be it's a meet and greet with Santa, but I have absolutely no idea. Perhaps I will look that up online and now show you what it was. Well, this is pretty special. So we're now at the main entrance to the park, which we believe is just there. And they've got this beautiful building in the background and all these trees. I got it wrong again. That's actually some sort of stage there. This is surely at the end of here got to be the entrance to the park.
Say something. Not one single Tivoli gift shop.
What's going on?
Where is it? I want to actually buy some Tivoli stuff.
Okay, he's a happy boy. He's found it. On the other side is actually a Lego store. Makes sense with it being a Danish brand. Right by the arches of the main park. He's a happy boy.
Good enough.
They are nice, aren't they, actually? I do like that. I like this umbrella, however, hang on. I don't like the fact this is Velcro. Really, you want a button there, don't you? Because otherwise it gets wet a few times and then the Velcro goes and you can't latch it up properly. Archie likes this pin over here. He's trying to work out the price. So, just to clarify, this is all the merch they have that we've seen on the park, and it's actually located inside the guest services building. So if
looking for merch, it is in here.
It's not in a gift shop. How do we? We're out. Okay. It's not in a gift shop. It's actually in the Tivoli Service Centre, just there on the left. And then you kind of queue up with the people who are waiting to get their queries heard in the service centre. But I will say, even though there wasn't much merch there, it was all quite high quality.
I got what I wanted.
There you go.
I was going to get a bottle, but I didn't have the one I wanted anymore. Literally, changed as of the other day.
Well,
Devastated about it.
I guess it's a sign to save some money. Okay, I apologise it was so sporadic as we were looking for the main entrance. I think I'll try and get another shot of as you walk down this main strip coming in from that, the more iconic entrance.
Strip.
Amazing. We will get a shot of that building, which kind of looks, I guess, a little bit like Agrabah's palace with the design of the one of the turrets. There's this building I was just mentioning. I said there's some beautiful, when we were walking past, there was some sort of like will-o-wisp effects of these little lights they've got on the end of fibre optics, which were sort of dancing on the floor, which I guess they've got some sort of motor turning. I'll see if I can try and capture them. Oh, light show! They are cool, aren't they? There's basically some sort of projection show going on. They've got some music and then they're changing the light patterns on the trees as well. Very atmospheric.
Someone's just gone back and just started flicking light switches up and down. Look! You just turned it off again.
He's just going. Here was the cute little entrance we came in originally this morning, right next to the Rutschebanen, which we're going to try and ride again. The Rutschebanen, I should say. Very excited for a night ride on this, and we're sure it's warmed up. It's been a few hours since our first ride, but yeah, it's definitely the busiest point of the night now because all the night crowds have come in. So we thought we'd ride this as it's a free train special. All the other queues look pretty big. However, this should be manageable on free trains. Oh yeah, doesn't look too long at all. Let's give it a go. Okay, we just had our night ride on Rutschebanen and wow, that was so much fun. You had blue festoons lining the track throughout. We were in the front row, seeing all the lights across the park. That's a really special ride. Archie, any thoughts?
It was fun.
Okay.
It does push you up into the hills once you...
Yeah,
you know.
yeah. I said that is a me ride all over. It is literally just a series of airtime hills and then fun pushing into each other in the dark. A lot of fun, a lot of fun. That is Maximus approved, that ride. Okay, we have to take back what we said about guest services. We're in another shop.
This is the one I was looking for.
Which is by the TikTak area where the Starflyer is. And they've also got a really nice notebook. I might have to get that, as I do like to scribble and diary, journal, etc.
Have a look. Tivoli. Oh, it's not lined.
Oh, that's a shame. I'm not that artsy. I like some lines on my paper. We just rode Tik Tak. I went on. I'm as shocked as everyone else. Archie, what did you think first?
It was fun. It wasn't nearly as intense as it looks.
Yep.
But it was fun. Nice little flat. As a fellow flat ride enthusiast.
I actually completely agree. I didn't know it doesn't go completely upside down, almost unless you want it to. So towards the end, when we were feeling a bit more brave, like actually this is okay, we got it sort of rocking going and we almost did a proper flip. And it actually has a little clock on it which says how many times you've gone over the top. So I think the point is you're meant to rock it more if you want to like And they tie it in theming-wise with like how many times you've travelled the clock or gone round the, I don't know, I think it's like a time machine type of thing, right? So it's, you've done a time loop or something, I don't know. But yeah, I can't believe it. I actually really enjoyed that and I don't feel too sick. Great ride. I'm the most shocked person going right now because I really thought I would hate that, but I was watching it in the queue and I thought, I can survive, I'll do it. It's only like a 3-minute cycle and I'm glad I did. Try it once, the old adage is true, always give the thing a go one time. And I'm glad I gave that ride type a go. If I see that ride type again, I would probably ride, that was good fun. We're joining the queue for the Milky Way Express again, the Mack powertrain. Here's a cute little Dumbo flat ride next door. I just want to say quickly before I forget as well, that ride we just did, Tik Tak, was so smooth. I think that's what I liked about it. It was like gliding. It's like you were on, I don't know, thin air, just sort of floating along.
They've come a long way from Samurai.
Yeah, I can't believe that was Mondale. It wasn't Haas, that was Mondale.
I hate Samurai. It's awful. I think it would be fine if it was run the way it should be run, but because it's slower, you're more jolty. But that was lovely.
They've come a long way, you are right.
Welcome back to Tivoli.
This is a park that clearly builds its stuff with the intention of staying open late. The lighting package in here is fantastic, and when the train flies through the station it goes red and blue. We're doing another ride in this sort of astrological steampunk area. It's a little bit Discoveryland, isn't it, at Disneyland Paris?
Let's not go too far.
Let's not go too far. Very nicely finished off this whole area. Loved that night ride on Milky Way Express. We were in the front row again. And now we're going on this little Dumbo ride. I love these little cute little rides, especially when they're finished off as nicely as this one is. We just did the Dumbo ride.
And causes great trouble.
I'll whisper. We did the Dumbo ride. That was really good, and there was a bit of a game element, just like the ones at Universal, like red fish, blue fish, one fish, two fish, and the one in the Simpsons Land. Turns out we just used Google Translate to work out the video thing on this dark ride, which is the Hans Christian Andersen one. Just said that you can't. Sorry, that your video monitored, so it didn't say no video allowed. So I'm now going to have some shots from this ride. Also, quick note to say, you can have it in English or Danish, and you can switch between the two as you're riding, which is pretty great.
The Little Mermaid left her beautiful undersea home to see the world. She came to love a human, and so made a bad bargain. You see, she loved a young man whose life she saved, and asked the witch for legs so she could be with him. But, as often happens, she could not have everything she wanted.
It's great narration on here.
Loved a ballerina. While the other toys played, he only looked at her. The soldier had a great adventure involving a paper boat, a sewer, a large rat, and a big fish. But through it all, he stood straight and tall, as a soldier should.
Watch out for the flash. Smile. Amazing. I would also like to say I would never usually talk during a ride. I think, especially dark rides, people should just enjoy it for themselves. However, there is a big old gap between the next one, so we're not disturbing anyone.
Christmas tree and roast goose. Soon she'll be far away in a place where there's no cold. And into the hearts.
You see how many layers it is. I mean, it's incredibly large track for this ride.
Who then was taken away by the Snow Queen.
Snow glows right on the mountain.
Little Gerda, Kai's friend, bravely set out
Elsa.
a friendly to fly through the night in a magical flying trunk.
It's just track everywhere, intertwining. It's really cleverly laid out.
Princess, I would tell the one. How do you know when a young lady is a princess? Why, place a pea under 20 mattresses and 20 feather beds. If the lady says the bed was lumpy, she's a true princess. in my flying trunk. I always enjoy sharing my fairy tales. But you know, life itself is the most wonderful fairy tale of them all.
That's great. I really love that. And as I've mentioned in my Disneyland Paris vlogs, I did my dissertation, my master's dissertation on The Little Mermaid, obviously Disney's version, so I really love Hans Christian Andersen fairy tales. I also did it on Beauty and the Beast and Aladdin, which are not Hans Christian Andersen fairy tales. It was on masculinity in those films. And as I said in that blog, as I'll say in this, they'll give anyone a distinction from a Russell Group uni these days. Yeah, but that was my master's dis, and then my undergrad was on rom-coms. But always love seeing cute little quaint dark rides like that. That's why I love Fairy Tale Brook as well at Legoland. Love fairy tales. Very, very sweet ride. Glad I got to take you on in the end, as was worried I wouldn't earlier when it said something in Danish and the word video. I thought no video allowed, but no, it was just you're being video monitored while riding. We just had a Demon Night Ride in the front row, and that was really, really fun. Archie, any other thoughts? Just fun, whippy?
Yeah, it was good. There's a very strange incident. We went to the front row, and a girl, I sat down and Max went to go put his bag, and a girl tried to sit in Max's spot. I don't really know what's going on.
I think she just had a big crush on Archie. Lucky boy. Yeah, really whippy, fun. Unfortunately, the ride is meant to have lights all over its track layout.
Don't like this video, it's unsensitive.
White yellow lights all over the track layout, but unfortunately they are not on at the moment because they're doing work underneath there, so I presume, my guess would be, the electricity like for those lights isn't there. The other issue we had is because they're doing work downstairs, you can't exit on the other side of the platform, so they put a second train on since this morning, which was good, but the ops were pretty slow. We counted a 4.5-minute dispatch. That's not great. But the queue wasn't too big, so I don't know, we waited about 20 minutes overall. Now we're getting the final cred, which is called Camel Trail or something like that. It's a very small little coaster here. Although I'd like to point out, I no longer count my creds. I stopped that after 250 or about 300, I think.
Don't worry, I still count them.
Hence, I should really have kept counting because all my friends still count them, so we all end up doing these crummy little kid rides. The reason I stopped counting is I thought if I stop counting, then I won't feel like I need to do the small kids rides. And yeah, if you're with somebody who needs the cred, I'm like, well, I may as well go on as well. We just rode Monsoon again. That is such a fun little flat ride. I think this park is turning me into a flat ride enthusiast. And I say all the time, I hate flat rides. I can't do them. But I don't feel sick.
They always come back.
I don't feel sick. I just feel exhilarated. That was so much fun. It's an airtime machine. It's what we were saying when we were on that contraption just then. It's what Zampala nebulas should be, but aren't, because we were saying you want to feel that on a Zampala nebula, but what do you feel on a Zampala nebula?
Absolutely.
Nothing. Nothing but disappointment. So that's a great ride. So many fun, great rides here. Also, I don't think I mentioned the little kids coaster. Also really good fun. A little Sierra Force, which replaced the original Sierra Tivoli, which I believe was the very first, is what Archie has told me. Hence, it was called Tivoli. The model was called Sierra Tivoli because it was at Tivoli Gardens here. That was really good fun. If I owned a theme park, I think I would put one of those in. That was smooth, whippy, and is just like the right size for a first kids coaster. That you'd be like, yeah, you know, I'm willing to take this on, even though I'm a little nervous about roller coasters, and if you're a kid, or if your kid's nervous about rides, and it's just their first step into getting them on coasties. Yeah, that was good fun and well themed and finished off. And the op was an absolute queen. She was lovely.
6-7.
She was going to the kids because the kids were going 6-7, 6-7, and she was like, okay, and she kept sending us for laps. Is she actually going to send us for 7 laps? But she stopped at 5. Praise God, I enjoyed it, but not that much. What an epic little thing they've added, putting a Santa hat on that windmill. I presume the windmill's here all year round. It might not be, we don't know, but they've really gone above and beyond today. We're now trying to just look for a little place to eat, maybe at a food hall. Yeah, the more I look at it, the more I think maybe this is a temporary structure for the Christmas market. That is insane how much effort they put in. Christmas trees everywhere, wreaths everywhere. We even noticed in one of the flat rides we did earlier, one of the kids' ones, they just had garlands and wreaths lining all the queue line fence. They didn't need to do that, but really special. Beginning's quite out now. The food hall is just on the side of the main strip as you come in, so we're just heading back in that direction, pick up some food, and then we'll have some final night rides. Still love these dancing little lights on the floor. This is special. So this food market is like a proper sort of $7 market you get near Covent Garden. It's just outside the park, even though you have to get a re-entry stamp, so this can be enjoyed by the public as well, but it's essentially attached to the park. I went for a spicy salami pizza from this Gorm's pizza place. There's also some sort of hot dog grill. You've got gyros over there, maybe I should have gone for that. Archie went for some chicken and chips. Yeah, pretty nice in here. That was a nice little pizza I had. I think Archie enjoyed his food too. Now back in the park for 2 hours of night rides. Here's another cute little quaint park we haven't even seen today. Festoons everywhere and little twinkling little lights. Very special place. Mickey? Mickey? This is a really cute, special little alley here. With all shops and HB Leisure style games on the side. Very cool. God, bow and arrow, bloody hell. Wouldn't get away with that in the UK. Isn't that nuts, Archie, on the left? Bow and arrow. That's a real arrow. Oh my god. Jesus. That would not pass clearance.
That's not past clearance.
We're on this little boat ride. Unlike the usual Max, this does not have a bar in the middle, so this one should hopefully be a lot more comfortable to ride. That boat spinning flat ride thing, really fun. And got great airtime, and because of the bar, was good. And then we just did Tik Tak again.
And we got some very good flips. If you coordinate your bodies.
Yeah, so we were working in tandem to get the flips, and my god, did we get the flips.
We got one backwards and then we were like, great.
We've had a good time. Yeah, we've had our fun.
Then we did it again. And we did it in such a way, we upside down for about 3 solid seconds going around like that. And then it did it twice.
Yeah, and it felt like we had hang time for a bit as well. And we both said we felt like our eyes were just going to pop out, like they were just going to come straight out of our head.
We don't feel sick, which is what we were worried about.
No, that is a very impressive ride system. That it can be whatever you want it to be. It can be a bit more tame, or you can be thrill seekers like us after doing it the first time and feeling a bit more brave. Also, that game there, he's literally got a proper air rifle and he's been shooting balloons. We were watching him from the TikTak queue. It is a different world out here. This, I imagine, is what Disneyland was like in the 50s. The weird shooting, dark ride, interactive boat ride as a walk-on. So we're walking on. Wait for it. Wait, what's happening? We've run out of track. Where are we going to go? This doesn't make any sense. Oh, turntable! Woohoo! Splashdown! Rutschebanen re-rides, here we come. That's too tall, you may be thinking. About 300 foot up. Archie and I did it. We did the Starfly because it's not going full speed. I've never done one, and I thought to myself, if I'm ever going to do it, it makes sense to do it when it's not on full speed. It's a calm night, no wind. What did you think?
So I have been on Aeronaut at Winter Wonderland.
Yep.
Which horrendous, comes out the back of a lorry, is slightly taller, basically the same height roughly, really. A lot faster than they're running that. But I really enjoyed that because, they're running it very fast now. It was not running.
I think they've just upped the tempo.
Jesus.
Maybe he'd said to them all, are you experienced riders? I'm glad it wasn't going that fast.
So it was running at a quarter of that speed, I would say.
Yeah.
And I'm very glad it was, because I went on Aeronaut when it was like that, and it was not fun.
I wouldn't have enjoyed that. Yeah, maybe it was slightly windier, so maybe that's why he was running it. I just assumed because it was cold at the moment that maybe they don't run it at full speed during the winter. But yeah, actually, I enjoyed it. It was very beautiful looking out on all the lights and seeing the park and the rides, etc., and all these Christmas lights they've got. And you just, up there, you notice how many lights they have here. They spent so much money. Yeah. So yes, our favourite Hans Christian Andersen dark ride, walk on. How much money they've clearly spent on all the lights here. It looked amazing from up there. But like, it's one of those where you only really appreciate it once you get on land. Because in the air you're like, just please get us down. Oh, you'll land, but how? but how? And I was like, please God, let me just get down in one piece. Even normal chair swing type rides, I'm not the biggest fan of. They put me on edge, but I can do them. But yeah, never done a Starflyer. I don't know if I'm in a rush to do another one, but I will have to say it was very picturesque up there and slightly serene. So once you know you've made it, it was a fun ride. Now we're going to try and get one more ride in on Demon. We just had another ride on Demon, back row, and what do you think, back row ride?
Yeah, it's probably the best.
That was special, yeah. That was a really good last ride on there. Very whippy, same thoughts I've had all day. Whippy, compact, small, but a lot of fun. Packs a lot of fun into a very small, compact layout. Now I think we're going to go for our final ride on Rutschebanen, but just walking around a very quiet Tivoli Gardens. Very special. I mean, it's just amazing that most parks wouldn't even put in one tree that big. They've got one there, and so many more across the parks which are of equal size, especially where they did that sort of Christmas tree light show with those willow wisps which were dancing on the floor I showed you. There was loads of huge trees. I mean, truly extraordinary how much effort they put into this event. Amazing, amazing! We had a very special last ride on Rutschebanen just then, Rutschebanen. We had the front row, no one was sat behind us. Very, very special. I'm going to say front row ride, we're calling it. Archie agrees, front row ride. I thought it was going to be a back row because of all those airtime hills, but nope, we enjoy getting pushed up into it, and the laterals are better in the front as well, we think, when you're on the corners. A lot of fun, love that ride. And that brings us to the end of our time here at Tivoli Gardens. Archie? You have a good day? First time?
Tivoli Gardens. Yes, it's a lovely, lovely park. I think it's a Christmas park. I mean, I've never been here.
It's going to be hard, I think, coming in the summer. It's been so special.
Much here that is Christmas and the market and everything, and I can't imagine what it would be like without. And I think with all the decor as well, it's very charming.
Yeah.
Like, look, just turn the camera around. Look
I know. So we were just saying about
Christmas, but I'm just speaking generally in the charming.
But they feel like they've been adding all this stuff in general for the Christmas season as well. I completely agree. Shall we park here for a second so we end it? But yeah, no, I completely agree with you. We will probably be back at some point in the summer to see what it is like, because we need to do Bakken, which is the other theme park in Copenhagen, which we need to get to, sort of a heritage park. But for now, that is our time at Tivoli Gardens. I hope you enjoyed. Next weekend, I think I'm going to go to Legoland or Chessington for their Christmas event, so that will be an interesting change of pace from this winter wonderland we've had today. Highlights got to be Rutschebanen, that was amazing, but all the rides have shocked me. Love Tik Tak, which I didn't think I would. We love that Pandemonium type ride. No rides I didn't like here, all great, so.
But when you become a flat ride enthusiast like myself,
I know, today's the day. I've changed, I've converted. But anyway, goodbye Tivoli Gardens.
Leaves us with one final thing to say. Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe if you'd like to see more. Stick around, plenty more theme park stuff to come.